Wow, it's so good to be here and see all of you face to face. It's been 3 challenging years for most of us. The world has changed, but I think we all learned one thing. When it relates to software, time to market, no, time to value is what matters most. So time's up for IT projects that don't deliver impactful, tangible business impact on the short term. But how to develop impactful applications in record time, how to make your applications roll out much faster and make your IT team more productive. And especially doing all of that with tight budgets. I think it's time that we need to do more with less. Less effort, less waste, less friction, and at Neptune we believe it best be done with less code. That's the value proposition of low-code platforms. You need a platform that allows you to not only address today's challenges, but also caters to your future needs. You need a platform that allows you to make your people shine by fully utilizing their skill set and experience, and you need a platform that caters to your current IT landscape and helps you transition towards the cloud and hybrid scenarios. Ultimately, you need a platform that allows you to focus on value-creating tasks and not having to reinvent the wheel, building tech stacks, setting up infrastructure, or doing boilerplate code. That's where rapid application development comes in. So before we talk about what we have been working on for the last couple of months and the road ahead, Ole-André and me would like to walk you through our humble origins, our vision initially, and how the platform has evolved since then. Ole-André.
Thank you, Matthias. It's a pleasure being back at the Impact again. And this year we ordered some very nice weather outside. It was so cold last time, actually. So it has been very strange last years. But on the positive side, for the engineering team, it has been very productive. So that's good. So we started back in 2011 with a brilliant idea to create a platform for ABAP developers to utilize their existing skill set to be the heroes creating web and mobile applications without learning new tool sets.
So from there, we moved on into digital experience. Back at the time, SAP was shifting from complex back-end transactions, catering to the back-end experts, into a more consumer-grade digital experiences on top. Back then, it was Neptune that made it really easy for all the SAP developers to build consumer-grade applications and digital experiences, all from their known environment, the SAP GUI. That's what we call the Neptune Application Designer.
And some think of Neptune DXP as the best platform for SAP mobility. And it is, of course, and so do we. But there's so much more in our platform. So with the addition of Open Edition, we established one unified platform to allow you to develop enterprise apps to integrate with any system using API integration.
So yes, we started as a pure SAP play, but for the last couple of years, we have expanded our scope and really bringing out a platform that provides comprehensive no-code, low-code application development capabilities for the enterprise. Of course, with unmatched connectivity into SAP backend systems. That's Neptune DXP, an enterprise rapid application development platform that really makes your IT team shine. But enough of the past. So I'd say let's talk about more exciting stuff. Ole-André, what has the team been working on since the last DXP 21 release last fall?
Let's first talk about mobility. Since the early beginning of our platform, we used PhoneGap build to create hybrid mobile application based on Cordova. Almost 2 years ago, Adobe sunsetted their own solution. So we used our own Open Edition to create, only in a few weeks, our mobile build service, which is for free, covering Android, Windows, and iOS. Since the launch, we have had more than 21,000 build of mobile clients. So that's good. And today, I'm happy to announce the new addition to our mobile build service, building mobile application with capacitor from Ionic, giving you a future-proof way to develop enterprise-grade mobile apps. No need to rush it. We will still keep Cordova for a long time. We do encourage you to try it out, especially for new mobile clients or projects. And by the way, almost all Cordova plugins will work inside Capacitor as well.
Yeah, really looking forward to Thomas Wieder's session for Ionic on Capacitor later today. So make sure that you don't miss out on that. Having covered enterprise mobility, I'd say let's walk over and talk a little about digital experience and developer experience, because I know that's been a focus area for us for the last couple of months. So please walk us through the highlights.
Well, last impact we had at Salt in 2019, Cold, we introduced support for widely used UX frameworks as React and Vue with our Pro Code solution. So this is very aligned to support developers who let them select their own preferred technologies. To strengthen our low-code offering to make consumer-grade applications, we created something we called Neptune UI. So in Neptune DXP 21, we introduced Bootstrap. As Bootstrap have a very nice design system and combine that with UF5 strong binding capabilities. But now in DXP 22, we are adding Ionic framework. You can see it on the slide. As Bootstrap is very nice for consumer-grade web applications, Ionic framework is very good for native mobile look and feel. So it will be different on Android, Windows, and iOS. Meaning that as a low-code developer, you can mix and match components from the different framework, OpenUI5, Bootstrap, and Ionic. So you can build consumer-grade applications in no time with our platform.
So yeah, that was a lot. So let's recap. So basically, we're saying we're supporting 3 different design systems, all using the same data binding capabilities and all using the familiar look and feel graphical modeling capabilities of the Neptune Application Designer. Plus, we also support React and Vue. So that's a whole lot. So how does it all come together from a developer experience?
Well, if you already run Neptune DXP 21, you had the opportunity to see the new developer experience in our cockpit. In short, it looks super nice. We added, we added search capabilities, navigation, but also new perspectives to tailor fit the functionality for each developer personas. And of course, supporting the high demand from developers, light and dark theme. So if you haven't tried it out, I do recommend you to upgrade.
You heard it from Ole-André. If you're not using DXP 21 just yet, you're completely missing out. So time to upgrade. Speaking about upgrades, traditionally it's been really a sore, soft spot in the SAP world where upgrades really take a long time and are really complex. And that's quite the contrast to what we see in the DevOps world, where people talk about deploying into production multiple times a day, if not per week. But that's just one contrast. The other one comes when it comes to technology. While the SAP developers have always been served by SAP with proprietary technology, the rest of the world has moved on to open source. And when we look at landscapes, SAP's backend system are still run primarily on premise, while the rest of the world has been moving on into cloud and hybrid much faster. So how to bridge this gap? How to make people in the SAP IT space and the center of excellences at the customers and partners work better together and collaborate? How do you do that?
You use APIs, of course. APIs are the interface to everything. You can connect to anything like core and backend system, cloud solution, third-party system, IoT devices, and more. So Neptune DXP can consume and produce APIs. But did you know that we can also expose any business functionality from your SAP backend system as an open API? That can be LV report, value help, function modules, BAPIs. So with just a few clicks, you can turn that artifact into a RESTful API, the no-code way, of course, with full security compliance. So it means that we, with the API factory and the API designer, we turn SAP Edition into a universal SAP connector.
Right, that's what we call the SAP API, the API factory. And it's really, really powerful. And it's something that only we can do because we run embedded in SAP backend systems. It's no chance that anybody can do that from the outside. But I'm really looking forward to showing you all of this live on stage later today, when Holger Bruchelt from Microsoft will show you in 20 minutes live coding how you can integrate SAP backend systems with Microsoft Teams and the Power Platform. So really stay tuned. We saved the best for last. Speaking about Microsoft, let's talk about Azure. Last year, we rolled out Neptune DXP Cloud, our offering to provide you with managed environments on Azure. It takes 5 minutes, and you're ready to go. The value proposition and benefits for you are easily explained. Rerun the complex infrastructure stuff in the back so you can focus on building custom applications that really drive your business forward. With this offering, we're particularly catering to the needs of small and medium businesses who may not have the expertise or desire to cope with complex cloud infrastructures, but want to focus on building applications that bring them forward.
And we see a huge trend at our customer to extend the usage of the full Neptune DXP platform, not only running SAP Edition, but adding the Open Edition into the portfolio. So with DXP Cloud, you can do this faster and easier. And if you combine that with DXP Cloud Connectivity Service, you can connect to your on-prem SAP system or anything else in a secure and reliable way. And you don't need to think about security. We take care of that for you.
Right. So Neptune DXP Cloud really plays a central role for all of us going forward. It's not only the easiest and fastest route to expand into hybrid scenarios, it's also the underpinning for all the future tools and capabilities that we will be rolling out, especially in the area of no-code. So we already touched upon the mobile build service earlier today, which was the first addition to what we call the Neptune developer tools. You heard about DXP Cloud. So how does it all come together? How to access all those powerful tools?
That's where the Neptune DXP portal comes into play. That's a one-stop shop for all of you, developers, partner, and customer. We have been running this for almost 2 years. And last week, we did a complete release, a redesign of the portal and restructuring of the portal. So what you find in here is the download of all the products. You have DXP Cloud, Control Tower, pricing, sizing calculator, developer learning, resource material. You have the mobile build service, and there is so much, much more, like the new app builder.
Hey, don't spoil it just yet. But you mentioned developer resources and learning. I'm really excited to announce today that we have completely revamped our training material, our online training. It's available as of today. So the team has been working really hard to break down our platform capabilities into a very structured, comprehensive curriculum. So stay tuned and check it out. It gets every developer that is committed to invest the time up to speed really quickly, and then he's ready to go and develop beautiful consumer-grade applications on top. In combination with this, we also are releasing our certification program as part of our DXP Neptune DXP 22 release. It comes in 2 flavors. We have the Neptune DXP Overall Edition, and we have the Open Edition, including the API Factory. There are going to be 3 levels that build on top of each other: Foundation, Advanced, and Expert. And of course, all of the information will be shared with you on the DXP portal. To give us a little bit of momentum, I'm very excited to announce that the first 50 people that will sign up will get a 50% discount. So if you want to be early on, you're going to get a big advantage over the rest of the people. One last thing. We've also been working on a completely restructured documentation that will also be released in fall with DXP 22, so keep an eye out on that as well.
All right. That was a lot of information in a short time, the usual way, of course. If you're eager to see the new capabilities of DXP 22, you can download the innovation release today. It's released both for SAP Edition and Open Edition. And yesterday we had a hackathon. So we put developers in hand with a new release for 8 hours. And later today we have the 3 top teams who will present live here at stage what they produced in 8 hours.
So check it out. Time to recap. I know you all want to see the demo in a minute. So how to develop impactful applications at scale and at ease. We believe it takes 3 things: the right platform for the right people and the right approach. a platform that allows you to focus on value-creating tasks, not having to reinvent the wheel. And how to make sure that your applications meet end users' expectations. This is where design thinking comes in. We believe by bringing on together the business people and the developers in so-called fusion teams from the get-go and allow them to develop applications all the way from idea to sketch to prototype in record time, all without friction and waste. This is the way forward. But as they say, a demo's worth 100 slides, and it wouldn't be a Neptune impact if we wouldn't give you a fresh demo, hot off the press. So it's my privilege to ask Helder to show you our newest addition to the Neptune developer tools, the Neptune App Builder. Helder, take it away.